Greetings, viewers, and welcome back to Just Short of Fantastic. Happy Pride Month, y'all! Woo! It's June and it's Pride Month. Yay! Whatever adjective you need in your life right now, whether that's safe, happy, relaxing, just whatever you need in your life, I hope that you are having that this month for Pride or otherwise. I went to a Pride-themed poetry night at the Dog-Eared Cafe in Paris, Ontario. They have a poetry night the first Friday of every month, and I have started going to them. Last night's was the third event that I attended, and I've been reading my poems. I've been a writer forever, but I'm a fledgling poet. I dabble in poetry here and there. It's not really my main calling with the wordsmithing, but I have been churning out a few for these nights and for some of the writers' support circles that I go to, and I'm actually really proud. I'm really proud of the things that have come out of my brain. I think when I was younger, poetry sort of turned me off because I didn't have the life experience that you need to like really craft a good poem that like other people can resonate with, or at least that's how I perceived it. But there are a lot of young people who go to this poetry night that when I hear their words, I'm just like, wow, like you are living life at an incredible speed, one that I certainly did not live life at that age. Long story short, I have been going to these poetry nights, and last night it was a Pride-themed night because it is June, and I wrote quite a few poems for the theme, and I decided that for this month's blog, I am going to share 3 of those poems with you, because as a storyteller, I believe in the power of 3, so without further ado, here we go. My 3 Pride poems. Poem number 1. Silence is not golden. Growing up, I always knew that I was queer, but I didn't have the words I needed to understand myself. I had to search for them in the places that the adults in my life didn't know to police. In anime and comic books and the bouncing baby internet. People who think they have the right to legislate DNA have been trying to use their power to erase the words for as long as we have existed. But today, there isn't an eraser big enough to erase all the words available to us now. So they are doing all they can to make those words hidden and forbidden again. But Pride is a memorial to the lives lost in the fight to uncover those words. It is a celebration of self-expression and a rejection of elimination by silence and obscurity. I have the words now, and I will use them. I am a biromantic, demisexual, trans, non-binary queer, and I am not a mistake. Do not try to erase me. Poem 2 is titled Until. Until they stop boycotting Disney movies for daring to show same-sex couples doing what straight couples have been doing since 1937. Until they stop using us as the boogeyman, disturbing their perfect cis-hetero suburbia to sow fear and hatred and permission to destroy us with unchallenged ignorance. Until they stop hunting down those who don't meet their expectations of masculine and feminine norms, torturing and beating and barring us from heaven. Until we have enough pride to eliminate even the notion of suicide as a solution to a world set on eradicating people who didn't choose their difference. My third and final poem is simply entitled Pride. Praise those pilgrims who plucked at the promise of free love. Preserve the pioneers who punctured a world of separate spears. Pause to promote revolution which peers into a future of diverse pleasure. Rejoice, all you radiant runaways. Reach your release as you rattle the cage built to constrain your resistance. Recognize and reassure your fellow travelers as you root out the rot of failing ideology and roar into the night. Inhale all that we have inherited from those who interrupted the expectation to imitate, because now we are immune. Indulge in the itch to be your authentic self. Ignite their indifference and be indiscriminate in your inclusion and demands for improvement. Demolish and dismantle the decaying disguises they made us wear. Devote yourself to deviation and debauchery, no longer daydreams. Delight in your own dazzle as you dance into the dawn of a new era, where we have explored, experimented, expanded, educated, engaged, engineered, and exceeded every goal we have never set ourselves on the gay agenda, and the freedom to enchant, energize, encourage, and express ourselves that our queer ancestors fought for, and that we can never stop fighting to provide for the generations who will look to our legacy as their reason to be loud and stay proud. So those were 3 of my Pride Month poems, and I really hope that you enjoyed them or that something in them resonated with you. I encourage people to write their own poetry. It doesn't have to be Pride themed, but the writing poems can be such a great release and a way of like organizing your own thoughts and feelings. So you don't have to read it to anybody, but you can if you want to. I just think writing for the sake of writing is a really great thing to do, regardless of if you have an audience to share it with. I have no idea what's coming for the summer, so we'll see. But once again, I want to wish everyone insert the appropriate adjective here, Pride and June, kick off to summer. I hope everyone has a great summer, and no matter where you are in your queer journey, I hope that you know you are valid, you are seen, you are heard, and you are so, so loved. Until next time, stay just short of fantastic.